Hey, shalom, 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 brothers and sisters. This is your brother Kazakia, and I want to talk to you for a quick few minutes. And I want to encourage you to vote, okay? And I know some of you don't believe that you should vote. You may feel like my vote doesn't count. You may feel like that it's a sin. The Bible's against me voting. But whatever the excuse is, you need to vote, okay? And I'll tell you why. If you work in this country and you pay taxes, you need to vote because you're being taxed. So if you make a little bit of money or if you make a lot of money, the government is taking taxes out of your paycheck, which means you deserve the right to vote. For that reason, and not only for that reason, but you need to vote because you are a citizen of this country. People have died and didn't have the opportunity to vote, right? People have died and wanted to be able to vote. You have breath going through your body, you're able to breathe, you're able to walk, and so you should take the initiative to go and vote. If you live in Maryland, today is the last day, I believe, for early voting. You can register today. You can go straight to the early voting booth at the county library, right in the heart of Chestertown. You can go there and you can vote. You can register and you can vote. You will not be turned away. We are encouraging you to go against the voter suppression that is trying to suppress our people from voting. You have a right to vote. It is your constitutional right. It is your citizenship right for you to vote. Okay? Now, when you vote, what you have to understand and know is that even if you don't vote, you don't have any input as far as to like you are a hard worker just like me. And the state charges income taxes, right? Wages taxes or whatever. That's going to come out your paycheck, right? When you want to be involved with in the process to determine who's going to be in the legislation to make the decisions about how much taxes you're going to pay out of the hard working money that you earn. So you should be involved in the process, right? Another good reason to vote is because you have children or grandchildren or nieces or nephews or cousins or what have you that are still in school. They're going to be affected by the people that are in office with what they do with the educational process. Now, I'm talking about things, we're talking about, a lot of people say, well, there's no jobs, et cetera, et cetera. Well, with an education, you can learn how to do a trade, right? And if we get people in office that's for education, even though they may teach some things in the school that we may feel are not spiritually correct as far as like these pagan festivals and stuff like that, but at the same time, they need to get back into schools. Things like when I was in school, you could learn how to lay bricks, and you can learn how to build houses and work on cars. A lot of that has been taken out of the schools, right? So we want to get people that into the school system in office that is for the schools having those things installed back in the school so our kids can get an education. So they won't have to grow up looking for a job. They can grow up and they can work a trade. Like I have my granddaughter right here. She's in school. And if we don't work, say hi. If we don't work to get the right people in office so they can put the proper things in school so that our children and grandchildren can get an education to learn how to do things, even on the other side of the coin, where the females, they used to have things like home economics and stuff like that in school, where the young women can learn how to cook learn how to sew and learn how to do hair, things of that nature. So we have people in office that are not for that, and they're not supporting that, and they don't give a care about that. That's going to help our economy, because when our people get educated to learn how to do things like that, right? To learn how to work on small engines, to learn how to do carpentry, masonry, etc. These things are going to give them something to look forward to when they come out of school. Even if they don't go to college, they'll have enough knowledge that to where they can either get into some type of an apprenticeship program or go to a trade school, so they can get accredited to do that, so that when they finish and get in their education in that particular perspective, they can start them their own business. They can be a home developer, they can be a plumber, they could be an electrician, or they could be whatever, right? So these are things that we should get intricately involved in with our children, so that our children can learn. Another good reason to vote is because we get actively involved in things in the process. Like I said, in the educational system, they might they used to have agricultural classes in the high school where they teach the kids how to farm, right? Teach them how to grow crops, etc. So there are a lot of reasons why you should vote, right? And I can't find one reason why you should not vote other than the lame excuse that my vote doesn't count. Take it from me, I'm an Israelite brother, and I vote, and you should too. On that note, get out and vote. Shalom, shalom, shalom.